It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 dig, 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 go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Another question upstairs. Go ahead. All right, back downstairs. Go ahead, Bob.
Bob Pockris, NASCAR scene. Casey and Kenny with about 5 laps to go in the showdown. Are you thinking you're going home in about 10 or 15 minutes, or were you hoping to win the fan vote?
Personally, I was just making sure I didn't hurt my car anymore and just try to finish. You know, if you can finish in one piece and from there hope that we did win the fan vote. I mean, I wasn't trying to catch the leaders. There was no chance of that. So it was about finishing the race where we were, and I knew that you know, you hear from different people throughout the week that, you know, you're doing all right in the votes or you're doing good in the votes, and so I was just you know, just trying to think that hopefully we would get into it. I know that that's it.
Yeah, I tried to put all that completely out of my mind, and you know, I saw in the preliminary race that, you know, the car was pretty good. After about 15 laps, it would get rolling pretty good, and we'd be running down, you know, everyone in front of us. So, you know, I was pretty hopeful that we'd. So I thought we'd do pretty good, but you know, like Case said, at that point we knew we weren't going to win that race, but I knew we still had a good car, and we still would have a shot to work on it and make it better, and if we could get in the main race. So we were, you know, just fortunate that the fans thought enough of us to vote us in there. I was, you know, like I said, I was kind of, you know, you don't want to get voted in, but I'm really glad we did, and I'm really glad we won the thing, because we definitely showed that we had, I feel like we had the best car, and, you know, I think we deserved to win the race. We had a good car, and we drove a good race, and we called a smart race, and it worked out.
Jared, you got a question?
Yeah, Jared Turner, SceneDaily.com. For Casey and for Kenny, could you guys just talk a little bit about, of course, you guys are no strangers to Victory Lane. Can you talk a little bit about just what a win, whether it's in the All-Star race or a points race, can do for a season as far as getting morale sort of turned around?
Well, I can speak for myself, and just winning tonight, I'm already looking forward to next week in 600. You know, it shows that there is, you know, as a driver, sometimes when you're finishing 10th to 15th and you feel like you're battling the car, even though everybody's battling the cars these days, you feel like maybe you're battling a little bit more, you know, that you're further off than what you are. And so, yeah, I mean, it gives you, you know, it just gets me more excited. It gets me excited to come back to the track next week. It gets me excited to go test Wednesday at wherever we're testing. And, you know, I just I think it's good. I know it's good for myself, and I definitely know it's good for the team and for the guys that work on the car. They need to win once in a while to be like, man, I'm putting in so much time, so many hours, and it pays off. You know, we won a really big race tonight, and so, yeah, I think it's really big for everybody.
You're racing tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm racing in Iowa tomorrow. We're going to leave at 6 a.m., wheels up to fly to Iowa and running that race at the new Iowa Speedway, which I've been looking forward to. I've heard it's a really neat track, really nice place, and should be a fun 200 laps.
Go right here. Go ahead.
Mike Neff from FrontStretch.com. This is for Ray and or Kenny. Last year, y'all were pretty out to lunch for most of the year, and finally near the end of the year, you started to get some things figured out, and obviously this is validation that you've figured out more. Can you identify what kind of things it was that were off that you've maybe figured out, or have you taken a completely new approach this year to finally get things turned around and headed back in the right direction?
Well, we needed to make our cars better at the end of last year, and we needed to work on basics, you know, the blocking and tackling. We had missed it aerodynamically. The car tomorrow provided a new platform for that, but we worked on standard low, light, left, and getting everybody pulling in the same direction. You know, we had a lot of good people working on projects last year that didn't have anything to do with one another. And Mark McCardle is the gentleman that I put in charge of doing that. And with the Gillettes coming in and handling the sponsorship and business side, and letting Mark handling the process and systems, it made things a lot more organized, and it allowed me to step back and really take a look at what we needed to do again. And I kept saying again that we weren't that bad, and we just needed a little bit of momentum and a little something to hold on to and prove that we could do it. And I think this was a really big night for Gillette Evernham Motorsports, and just for these two guys too. But it just all of a sudden, people got to believe. So I think the biggest thing that we did is we're starting to believe that we can again.
Go ahead. Question here, and then we'll go to Jerry. Go ahead.
Casey, Bill Kim, NASCAR.com. This race is known as a wreck fest, and we even saw a few in the showdown earlier today. But can you give me your thoughts on going 100 laps, and we didn't see one crash in this race?
Yeah, I was surprised at that. When the race went green, I started I think 24th, and Tony was 25th, and he backed up, and I backed up to him a little bit, and we just rode there for 3 or 4 laps, just kind of waiting for everybody to get their cars pointed straight and start racing. And I was surprised there's no wrecks. And at the end, once I took the lead, I was just going, man, just no cautions, no cautions. The last thing I wanted was a restart and have somebody starting beside me. That was the last thing I wanted. So I was just hoping for no cautions, and we didn't have any, and it worked out perfect for us. But yeah, everybody drove a great race to not have cautions, and it shows. I want to say too, as far as the COT car and the tires and the tracks, it's difficult. It's difficult to pass cars. It's difficult to run behind cars. It seems like they don't work as well. But when your car does work, you can get some speed and you can still pass. And I figured that out tonight. I found that out tonight. But as far as getting that right setup, it takes a lot. But when things are right, you can pass. It may be a little tougher than the old car, but if you work at it hard enough and long enough, you will get by the guy in front of you.
Other questions, either downstairs or upstairs? Got one right here.
Deb Williams, GoFastNews.com. This is for Ray Evernham. Ray, you brought Dodge back into this sport, and tonight Casey became the first Dodge driver to ever win the All-Star race. What does this mean to you?
Dodge, first time that Dodge won the All-Star race.
Did Ryan win it? I thought Ryan. Wow. All right. Well, I didn't know that. Well, that's a little bit of trivia I didn't know. It certainly means a lot. Dodge has been a big part of what we have, what we've been able to do. So it's great. We've won some big races with Dodge this year, with Penske winning the Daytona 500, and certainly now us winning here. But I think we need to put together probably some better finishes for Dodge, because Dodge as a manufacturer has been kind of down the bottom of the totem pole, and we need to get them up there. But it does feel good for Gillette Evernham. Again, my partner in this, George Gillette, is not here, but did call him, and I was happy for him being part of this, because he's been very successful in a lot of other sports. So bringing him some success, we feel good about it. But we are again excited, and hopefully the people from Dodge will be excited, because I know that they pay big bonuses for wins like this. So we'll have to find out if the bonus works for the non-points races too.
Go ahead, Claire.
Claire B. Lang, XM. The Camping World East-West Showdown in Iowa is going to be huge. What made you decide to go there and race that race? Why are you going to Iowa to do that, Casey?
Really, as a team, we've wanted to go test there, and we've never tested there. And I've always heard it's a really neat track. I know Rusty Walls, if he's behind something, it's really nice and perfect. And so I've wanted to go race there and never had the opportunity. And we started talking about this. I saw Kevin Harvick did it last year. And
second straight All-Star race winner.
He won the race and then went there.
Got beat.
And run second to Logano. But, it was something I wanted to do. And when it was put in front of me, I was like, man, that'll be fun. That'll be a good time. And, yeah, it would be a little tired maybe, but I'll be able to wake up a lot easier now than I would have if we didn't win.
Any other questions for this number 9 Budweiser team? All right, guys, congratulations. You put on a terrific show tonight for the fans, and we appreciate it. We'll see you this week.
All right, thank you.